It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Blues. Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On third down, Pickett. But he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he comes up with a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Here's 2nd and 8. caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play to just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. 2nd and 4. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Oh, look at the juke. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Here's a give up the middle. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And this one is right through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Well, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with good chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. His throw incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll look to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
Incomplete on the default. It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased at, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Well, the Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. Oh, able to avoid him. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On third down, they're going to run for it here. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fist fights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fist fights.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll drop to throw. Caught by Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Back to throw. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but then it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Bills' offense now for one final time in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll throw now on the final play. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC Wildcard game. And you can see the result there. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And
a look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Back to throw now on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Out of the gun now on third down. This is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, when you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass on first down. Complete to number 82. He's the pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll look to set up his blockers.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They begin with a run by Smith, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give up the middle. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff up the middle. Pickett, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Pickett, and he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2nd down and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
2nd and 2. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Second down and 4.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And it's a fumble. And the Bills have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now, time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Second and 1. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Escaping the pressure right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Gore.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
The play-action fake, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Back to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Again, an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.